I want to get to this part about Charles. So Charles and Ben were both on my show. And after they did my show, both of them reported that they were not only harassed and stalked, they were also, I know for sure that Charles was doxxed, and people in his personal life were being stalked after my show. All right. And because of it, because it involved other people, Charles has now disappeared. And here we go. Here's what he posted on HPNWO website. A month ago, myself and Ben were guests on a show with our friend Tere Joyce. Immediately after the Tere show, Ben started getting droiked, that means doxxed and stalked, out the wazoo. But in my case, it was people in my real life who have nothing to do with YouTube, but started being cyber stalked. Something similar happened after my appearances on Erica Luke's. Personally, I don't care if idiots say I'm the second coming of Genghis Khan, but it got serious and innocent parties being targeted, and I can't have this happening. I've closed my channel and my emails as a consequence because it has never gone this far before. Neither myself or Charles will be on SM hereafter. So if you were contacted in my name, then it is a faux account. As my last message to Glorious, if sometimes unhinged, HPANW mob, if Ben ever starts to turn septic, then in heaven's name, stop him. The tinfoil hat of Falstaffian buffoonery and the pulverizing corked hat of the mumbling bulldozer are two streams that should never be crossed. Otherwise, Zool will manifest and destroy the earth. Now you know he's being funny there, right? It's the way of things. Waste no opportunity to say absolute rubbish, drivel, piffle, and spruik are equally valid. And look after Ben. Remember, he's our buffoon, and no droid-tinged grubby mitts shall touch him. I had a good run with the HPNWO mob, but the golf clubs are buried in that organic garden on planet Serpo. Thanks for the ride, guys. My name is Charles, and I am forever an assassin to the elite. Looks like he's quitting the online world. I've wished him all the best and hope he comes back one day. And that little part right there was actually Ben's message to me. So I wanted to read that to you guys and share that with you, that he is gone. They were harassed after doing my show, and Charles from Project Camelot has been very much a part of this exposure of Lee Veltman and the people that are associated with him. He used to go under the persona of Charles from Project Camelot. He was Charles Unleashed for a while. He had some very interesting some very interesting videos. They were oftentimes funny, and he has gone dark. And I think it's sad. I think it's sad for somebody like him. And he went by the name like Charles. It was a shtick. He was an assassin for the elite. And it was based on a man who was interviewed by Project Avalon, Bill Ryan. But it wasn't really the real guy. Okay, there's a real guy named Charles, and he was supposed to be an assassin for the elite. And it's a very interesting video, but it's not the real person. It's somebody who's made a fake persona based on that one guest. Okay, so it's just sad. It's sad to have another YouTuber be railroaded off of the internet because of other people associated with other YouTube channels in this UFO media. And I want to play for you. It's just, it's really probably the little bit of remnants of a video that Charles had, and it was about Lee Veltman. And it's this video that was the catalyst to all of the research on the suicide trolling, finding out, the genesis of more about Lee Veltman, and the women that are victims of him, as well as his association to certain YouTube channels, such as Paranormal Hood. So at this moment, I just want to play a little bit of what we have left of Charles from Project Camelot. It's nice when we all like meet each other. It's like we're having a little party. And this is kind of how I'm looking at this. Like looking at some of this footage, it's like, let's just kind of go and review it. But before I start, I want to show, because I planned this too, so I'm glad Charles Unleashes here. I want to show a little bit of Charles' recent, one of his recent videos. And I was kind of confused about who it was. And so I'm not going to, say anything yet, but I'm going to play his video that spurned me on to take a look at a few things that I think you guys should know about. Again, I don't want to take too much time up on this, but I definitely do want to do it. So let me get this set up here for a minute. And okay, so and then I want to oh wait, let me expand this. Okay, so I'm guessing you guys see this okay, right? Okay, yeah, it's the one. All right, so let's go. Let's play this.
Now, the links and connections is a LARP been going since 2011 at least, and on the surface sounds plausible because that connects to a couple of individuals who say they were connected to certain cults which gave them access to certain high-profile celebrities and very real high-profile abuse cases, even though they've never actually been able to provide an actual link and connection in all those fucking years. Now, all of this connects back to a certain privileged rich boy from a certain wealthy family who was never an abused child, never in a cult, and spends his entire day LARPing on the internet while shoveling sherbet up the Uta. Don't fucking deny it. And this is coming from his own nearest and dearest who want nothing to fucking do with him because they're sick and tired of him talking shit about them. Because he didn't find life the way he wanted and was kicking off like a privileged little fucking bastard all his life. Now, over the years, all the links and connections of the connections that link to those connections and those connections, the other links and connections, he's never actually been able to provide a link and connection, other than links and connections that cannot commonly be found by anyone who has an internet, connection. And this in itself connects to planet-sized sense of entitlement, which connects to thinking he can have anything he bleeding well wants, including people. And that connects to fits of narcissistic rage when everything don't go the way he wants it to go, you see? So he spends his entire life connected to the internet, pretending to be connected to things he's never been connected to, while LARPing, stalking, and doxing because he can't have his own way. Now it goes like this. He will pick out some nice girl that he takes a shine to, and he will hound her for months and months and months for her to give him her personal details on the pretext that she has been specially chosen to appear in a live stream exposing high-profile abuse cases and exposing what he calls the troubled teen industry, which I'm sure some of that does exist.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here because, it is...
So this will be, I guess this docuseries will come out. If you just go to the Kevin Moore Show on YouTube, then you follow me on that, and it's going to change names soon. Yeah.
I want to ask another question about the Mark Richards case. I'm trying to remember because, like, Kevin and I had done it. We did a show, our first time ever doing an interview. We interviewed each other in Altadena, California. I guess maybe that was like almost 2-3 years ago now. At least two years. Yeah. Okay. So I thought at that time that you said that this was one of the first D&D, Dungeon and Dragons type of cases. Like, were they?
Yeah.
Was it associated to Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes. Yeah. There's so much to this case. I can barely remember it sometimes. I mean, I got to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning because I was working on Mark Richards last night. I'm tired and everything. Of course, yes, Dungeons and Dragons. That's a big part of what. That's included in this docuseries. Yes, that was in there. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because
so I do have one question, if I may.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, what do the Baldwin family think of all this being dragged up, and how are they involved?
Well, I actually went to Maine to go see Susan Baldwin. I believe she's the only surviving member of the Baldwin family, and it's really weird, right? Obviously, this is my first true crime thing, right? Maybe it will be my last. I don't know. Probably. Who knows, right? And she was so devastated. She was so devastated, that I was there, that it was being talked about again, that there was someone called Tere and Joanne Richards who didn't give a fuck, right, about her brother, and they've called him a paedophile. That Mark Richards says that there was child pornography found around the house, and and that he got what he deserved in a way. And there's nothing she can do about it. He's serving the maximum. I mean, she's reported it all to the DA because she's got close ties with him in California still, right? So she can, I mean, she told me to, I wasn't allowed an interview with her. It was lovely. It was great to see her, right? Just to know that she's real, right? And that, just to be in her presence, but she was devastated. And I think what was difficult.
This, right? It's got her blessing that you're going ahead with
this. No. She don't want nothing to do with it. No. She was as upset. It was like being with someone and the murder just happened a few years ago, but it's 39 years ago, right? And I only saw her through the porch door, right? I wasn't allowed in, and that's fine. And I went without permission to go see her. Do you know what I mean? But how was I gonna get? I was pulled to go there. But she did say a few things, and we've got it on tape as well. That she feels that Cross and Hoover should never get out. She feels that both Mark and Crossy are where they deserve to be as a public safety. It was funny because the actual cops that I'm one of the cops that was involved in interviewing Mark back in the day in 1982 and arresting his ass and being part of the case leading up to the discovery of the body to arresting Mark, to even speaking to him now, right? He did say that, Mark is still a dangerous man. Because he said, what you've got to realize is, if he can influence someone like Kerry, he was going to do this. He was going to, he influenced Crossy back in the day to kill his best friend, right? And he was like, there's many young men that he'll be surrounded with that are in and out of the system, and he's only got to just tell the wrong one something that, if he's after someone, the wrong thing, and someone might do something stupid. Not that would happen, but as a cop, that's how he thinks, right? Even though he's retired. No, she was. There's no goodness out of this, and I think she would rather us not do it, or she rather wants nothing to do with it. But going back to that statement about Baldwin being a paedophile, I said this to the cop. I sat with him. I was like, "Was there any child porn found at the house?" He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Do you not think that would have been in the police report? What world do you come from?" I was like, "Oh, a bit of a strange world, actually."
I became a gangster, man. I became a gangster because I'm so hard. Yeah, man. I tell you what, mate. No one messes with me, man. The dog-eat-dog world out there, man. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's the law of the jungle. It's survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Hamburgers with legs, every one of them. Hamburgers with legs. Like a whole town full of Bill Ryans. Every single one of them is like Bill Ryan. It's the law of the jungle. And I'm one of the predators. I'm at the top of the food chain. 2 kids are drowning, and the dad has to decide which one of them's going to live. He can save one, and he can let the other one drown. And he has to make that decision. I'm an assassin, and I deal with people. I deal with them. Because I'm a super soldier, psychic, powerful gangster man. I've been there, man. I'm a mean, hard, streets of London gangster. I dominate people, and I deal with people, man. I deal with them, man. because I'm a super soldier, psychic gangster, man. I use body language and mind control on people, man. And you know, I feel so superior to Bill Ryan, man. I was sitting here in front of him, and he's this hippie flowery child person, and I'm an SAS mercenary, super soldier, gangster, psychic. You name a place, I've been there. Name something, I've seen it. Name an activity, I've done it. And I tell you what, you lot haven't. You lot, you pathetic quivering sheep. You slaughtered him because I use body language and mind control. Because I'm a super soldier, psychic gangster, and I work for the Illuminati, the New World Order. Thank you very much indeed.
Now that my dreams back in time.